Nope, that was a big one. I thought it was a big one, but it's not. Or let's do, oh, this is a big one. Okay, that's a big one. How we doing, everybody? It is Larry here again, your fitness chef, for another video for the Leroy channel. Today, we're going to make for you guys a kid's all-time favorite. Hey, not even just for kids. Some adults love this too. Chicken nuggets. We're going to make some fried chicken nuggets. Yes, I said the word fried. Coming from a fitness chef, dealing with healthy foods, we're going to make a healthier version of fried chicken nuggets. So stay tuned and let's get this thing going. Okay, so here we are. In order to make a fried chicken nuggets, and we're gonna make it a little bit healthier, first thing is first is we don't use a ton of oil. We use very, very little bit of oil. I have a half a cup of avocado oil heating up. We need to heat this up to 160 degrees Celsius, 165 degrees Celsius, which is well over 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And that'll be our frying oil. We use very little bit, because obviously the less we use, the less gets on the chicken and the less we ingest. But avocado oil is really good because it has a very, very high smoke point, so it doesn't burn and it doesn't end up burning our chicken and everything. As you can see, actually we got up well over 160 degrees. That's dropping down. So, okay, so oil is ready to go. So let's put together our chicken and let's get started. Now, we use, like I said, we have a half a cup of oil heated up to the appropriate temperature. We're going to use about 400 grams of grilled chicken. Now you could take chicken breast and chop it up into like little cubes or whatever if you'd like, removing any of the gooey parts, sticky parts, cartilage, and bloody areas. That would be preferable. Or you can buy the pre-chicken. Like this is a Purdue chicken cuts. It literally is just cubed up chicken the same exact way. I was just too lazy to do it myself. About 400 grams of chicken, which is a little less than a pound, if you want to think of it that way. Very, very simple ingredients here. So we have our chicken, we have our oil. What we do is we crack one egg. We got one egg for all this. Gives us a little bit of a binding, while at the same time different mixture, and it's just one egg, so we're good. We're gonna take a pinch of salt. Funny. Pinch of pepper. Pinch of black pepper. We don't need a lot. We have 1 teaspoon minced garlic. Just get that in there, and any juice that goes with that. Now, for the breading, like I say, breading for the fried chicken, we're not using breadcrumbs or anything like that. We're using cornstarch. You could use cornstarch or potato starch. I like cornstarch because it's a little lighter than any of the other starches, and it's also lighter than your typical breadcrumbs. So that's going to be good. And the best part about it is that's it. So we have 400 grams of chicken, teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 egg, pinch of black pepper, and I don't know if I said it, but a half a cup of cornstarch. Now, if you're going to use a little bit of less chicken, obviously you use a little less ingredients, a little less cornstarch. The garlic's not really going to make too much of a difference. Obviously you're using only a pinch of pepper, so that's not too bad. And you get this stuff going. Now, because the cornstarch has nothing to stick to, here's where it gets a little messy, but a little fun, is you add water. Now the water part is you just add a little bit of water until you want to get your desired consistency. Okay? So you add a very little bit at a time, because you got to break up that cornstarch that's going to immediately sink to the bottom, and it's going to stick to the bowl. So if you add too much water, don't worry, you could always go back and throw a little bit more cornstarch in, or any other seasonings if you want. See, I just had a big clump of cornstarch on the bottom. I like using gloves as opposed to like a fork, because it's just easier, and I get it in I can mush everything around and get it going, you know? There we go. Very, very simple. Good. Now, there we go. We're good with that. So, the good part now is we can take one glove off because we are done with that, because we're going to need it for everything else. So, this chicken, like I said, half a cup of cornstarch, 400 grams of cubed up chicken, 1 large egg, 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, some avocado oil, about a half a cup going over there, pinch of pepper. You're going to get roughly about 6 servings out of this, and a serving is anywhere between 5 to 6 nuggets depending on the sizes of the chicken. Sometimes they're really big and sometimes they're really, really small. So I say 5 to 6 pieces of chicken is a serving. You're going to get about 6 servings out of this. Alrighty? So, each serving is 289 calories, 21 grams of fat, 10 carbohydrates, and 15 grams of protein. Say that again. Each serving, which is 5 to 6 nuggets, 289 calories, 21 grams of fat, 10 grams of carbohydrates, and 15 grams of protein. It's not that bad. If you're in the grand scheme of lifestyle management, weight management, that's not that bad. 21 grams of fat, that's pretty high. That's from the egg and the avocado oil. Now, you're not ingesting a half a cup of avocado oil, let's understand that. These numbers are based on all the ingredient totals, not exactly what you're ingesting. You're not ingesting a half a cup of avocado oil. We reduce that, you're going to reduce the calories, you're going to reduce the fat. Understand? Good. And all you do is you just drop it in. So we take one nugget, and we drop it in. And you could hear it sizzling. You could even see it sizzling. Take another one, and you just repeat the process. So you get 5 or 6 going. It's 2, 3. Oh, it is nope, that was a big one. I thought it was a big one, but it's not. 4. Let's do, oh, this is a big one. Okay, that's a big one. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. That's a big one. So we're going to do that. That's 5. Now the problem is that they stick together when they get into the oil. I don't like using, obviously you're not going to use your fingers to pull that out. You're not going to, I don't like using a fork. So I use my handy little, usually a wonton scooper or a ravioli scooper if you want. So we're going to use this to pull out. But first I'm just going to move things around, break them up, because like I said, they stick together. Because once they find each other, they end up sticking together. And you just keep flipping them around. Those will turn golden brown in about, I don't know, 6 to 8 minutes. And then you just repeat the process. Now, right over here is a cookie rack that I have paper towels on top and paper towels underneath. And what that's going to do is that's going to now just drain any remaining oil from it. And you're good to go. Alrighty? So we'll check back in a few minutes. Ready. Now, it's been a few minutes. It's been 6-7 minutes. So, this is the end result. You have a nice piece of fried chicken, not overly breaded, so it's not going to be too thick. It's going to be a majority of chicken. And then we just take it out and we put it on our little drying rack here and just let any of the rest of the oil get absorbed by the paper towels. Now I'm letting the bigger piece sit inside for a little bit longer, only because it is bigger and I want to make sure we get everything of that nice and covered. But it looks like we're doing pretty good. Alrighty. Now if you're using a little pot like this to do this, just remember that, you know, the more pieces you use, the level of oil is going to drop because it's being absorbed by the chicken, and then that'll eventually, you know, wear down. I just wanted to show you the bigger piece is probably best. Nice, that's hot, very, very hot. And then you just crank that open. Look at that steam, look at that juicy chicken, and you got insane flavor here. That's some good chicken. That's some really good chicken. So simple, so easy. Believe it or not, it's a lot healthier than any store-bought. Definitely a lot healthier than McDonald's or any fast food restaurant. Now, I redid some calculations on this and basically accounted that you're going to ingest on a serving, let's say 2 tablespoons of oil, which is still a lot, okay? Your calories now went from 289 from when we calculated before to 170. That's a huge amount. That's well over 100 calories you save, all right? Not to mention the fat went from 21 grams of fat to 7.2 grams of fat. Original calculation was the total amount of ingredients used. I adjusted for actually what you consume because there is leftover. And you're looking at about 170 calories per serving, 7.2 grams of fat. Hell of a lot better now. Recipe will be down in the description. If you guys like what you're seeing, please hit that like button, that subscribe button, because we're going to be coming out with a little bit more recipes, fun stuff, taking our foods that we love and making them just a little bit healthier. Thanks for watching. I'm Larry, your fitness chef for the Leoy channel, and I'll see you again next time. Have a good one. Hey guys, here's a little sidebar. Making the nuggets the way that we did in the video, they're not going to have that much flavor to it, so it's great to use them with a sauce. Go back, check out my honey mustard video. That is fantastic for these. The teriyaki one, I don't know if you would really go that far, but that's an option too. But I made the honey mustard one. Check that out. Hey, check out the teriyaki one too. You might like a little Asian flair. So you could add any other seasoning to this to change up the flavor if you want. The sky's the limit. I gave you the basic model of it. Take it from there. Alrighty? Have a great time, guys. If you try it, let me know. Alrighty? Have a great day.